Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the graphic settings I use and some suggestions I have for various settings to get your game running more optimally. So let's head into our graphic settings. I'm going to go over my settings and then I'll talk about some changes you can make to make it run a little better on lower end PCs. So first off, I use borderless windowed. If you want to squeeze out a few more frames per second, put it in full screen. But I like to tab out a lot, especially when I'm making videos. VSync on, triple buffering also on. Again, if you want to squeeze out like an extra 0.5 frames per second, you can turn this off, but I have never noticed much of a difference. So scrolling down, texture quality on ultra, isotropic filtering on 16, light quality on high. I used to run this on ultra, but I turned it down a bit to high. It just kills your performance a little too much on ultra. Global illumination, I've never noticed much of a FPS drop on ultra, so I leave that on ultra. Shadows, just put that to high. That was my wake up alarm. Far shadows, there's not much of a difference between high and ultra, so I leave that on ultra. Screen space ambient occlusion, I put that on high. Reflections, now this can really just destroy your performance, so I've left it on medium. Mirror quality, this only affects the resolution of mirrors, so I mean you might as well just have it on ultra because you're not looking at mirrors all the time. So I have that on ultra. Water quality and volumetrics quality I have on custom. I'll go over those in a second. Particle quality and tessellation both on ultra. You can turn particle quality down to medium or high if you are experiencing some FPS issues. NVIDIA DLSS, I was really excited for this when they announced it, but I mean it's real shit. It's so bad. It makes the game real blurry, and there's like checkerboarding on Arthur's hair and your horse's mane and stuff. It's not a good implementation of DLSS, so I've gone for TAA on high. So down into the advanced settings, I use the Vulkan API because there are some mods that change graphical things in the game and UI elements that do not work on DirectX 12. And plus Vulkan, you get a bit of an FPS boost, around 12 FPS. So Vulkan is just the big dick API. Just put it on Vulkan. So volumetrics, these will destroy your performance, but I love the way volumetrics look. So what I would actually recommend is putting near down to low, far on medium, and lighting on high. Actually no, put it on medium. That's what I would recommend if you're running on a lower end PC. If you can afford it, definitely bump them up because it looks amazing. But so next up we have unlocked volumetric ray match resolution. I leave that on. It makes the clouds look better. Particle lighting quality. This is another one that if you're running on a lower end PC, you're going to want to bump down, at least a medium. It really destroys your performance, but I can afford to have it, so I'm going to have it. Soft shadows look like shit if you run them anything less than ultra. Garage shadows, I would recommend that on medium, but I have it on high. There's not too much of a visual difference between medium and high, and there is a performance impact between medium and high. Long shadows I just leave on, never really notice much of a performance impact. Water refraction quality I leave on medium, and reflection quality on high. And water physics quality I leave about halfway. So screen scale, resolution scale, This is a very important one. The game's TAA is pretty bad, and DLSS, like I said, is pretty bad. So what I've gone with is TAA mixed with a resolution scale of 1.500. It removes a lot of the blurriness because the game has been upscaled and then downscaled with TAA. So yeah, it removes a lot of the ghosting and terrible like pixels and stuff like that. But it is very expensive to run it on 1.5. So if you can afford it, I really recommend it. You'll make your game look a lot better. If not, 1.25 also looks pretty good. Just depends on what you can afford, really. TA sharpening on half. Reflection MSAA, just leave on 2. Volumetric level, geometry level of, what the fuck? Geometry level of detail. I leave 1 away from the end. Grass quality halfway. Tree quality high, but bump that down to medium if you need it. Parallax occlusion mapping quality, I just leave on high. I leave on ultra. Decal ultra. Fur quality ultra. High. There is no ultra. With decal quality, you might as well have that on high. It's just the quality of bullet holes and how far you can see them. It doesn't really have much of a performance impact. Fur quality does kind of have a performance impact when you're skinning animals, but in no other situation, so might as well bump it on high. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, that would be much appreciated. And if you would consider subscribing, I mean, that would be nice. But if not, that's okay. And I'll see you in the next video.